Hello friends, this is Bhavatosh here. Welcome to my channel, Perfect Analyst. So today's session, we are continuing our DAX functions for aggregate, and we are doing sum and sumx functions. My previous video, I hope you have seen, and this is about some internship opportunities for the candidates who are looking for job or internship. If any one of you have not seen, I would request you to see the video, and you can get some opportunity for internship. And today's focus is on sum and sumx functions. So let me share my screen. So I hope you are able to see my screen, the power bi desktop. In this there are a lot of columns, and I have given, you can I have given four columns. One is for any product, what is the sales for a unit price. For one product, what is the sales and the quantity. Then we have discount and total. Okay, so we are going to use this sum function first and then sum x. I'm not going to show you any kind of definition, what is sum, what is sum x. I am just going to show you the example how you can differentiate both, and what is the useful, how it will be useful in this context. So sum is very simple, as already you know what is the summation. If you want to calculate, or if you have any number of products and their sales data, and you want to sum all the sales, then it is very easy. You just have to create a new column or maybe a new measure to add particular columns. If I want to know how many quantity of products available, I will just add here all this number from each row, like 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. Similarly, up to I would add up to 5, right? So that is the total quantity. Okay. Now, what is sum x? Sum x means if you want to calculate the total sales, normally how we do is we multiply this unit, one unit sales, into the number of quantity, and we can calculate the sales for particular this row, that is one. Then again we need to calculate for the second row, again we need to calculate for the third row. So we have to calculate each and every row to get the sales information for particular product. But when we are using sum x, you no need to do each and every row calculations. Directly you can use the sum x function to get the total. So now I am going to use the sum functions. In order to use the sum function, we are just adding each and every number here to find out the total quantity. So I am going to use new measure, and this is for sum function. So in sum function, I am using function fx sum and using the column name. Column name, I want to know each quantity, total quantity. So I am using C2 quantity. C2 is the table name here, and quantity is the column name. So automatically it will display, close the bracket, enter. So what will happen, it will calculate the total sums, and to see the number, exact number, you can check in the card here, go to report view, and here 39. So how it will come, I'll just delete and I'll do from the first. Use the visual gallery and use card function to the numbers. If you don't know how to use the card number, you can see my previous video, what is the use of card. So to check for any number, you can use this card in visual gallery. So I'll just click on this sum measure, and automatically it will show you the number 39. That means there are 39 quantity of products here. If you add all this row, 2 plus 3 plus 2, it will come 39. So this sum is very simple. This is very simple functions. Whereas the sum x is little complex. You have to understand what is the use of this. Sum x function when you are using is if you want to know the total sales by multiplying each quantity, each unit price. What will be the total price? In that case, we are not going to individually calculate each and every row. That can be done. It will take a lot of time, or there is a separate step. Normally, what we do in normally how we will do this is the same Excel sheet I'm using here, which I have uploaded in this Power BI. Okay, in Excel, I'm going to show you uh, why you are using SumX in Power BI. There is a separate function in Power BI. Normally, what we are doing in Excel is if you have a sales for any particular product, so here the quantity also there. It means the total sale will be equal to multiplying this 5 into 2. So this will be the total sales for this particular row. So similarly, we are calculating for each and every row. And finally, what we are doing is we are again adding this all this, and we are able to know the total sales, correct? Again, we are adding each and every, sorry, equal to sum bracket, yeah, close the bracket. So 616. So we are calculating each and every row total sales, and then only we are adding everything and getting this number. So in Power BI, we are using a very simple function. You need not calculate each and every row. Automatically, that function will take care. How? You have to use the SumX function. Of course, you have to use the SumX function. So I am going to create another measure here, new measure, or new. You can even create new column, not a problem. I'm just using new measure, and this measure is for SumX. So total sales. I will just name it as total sales equal to function of SumX. So function of SumX, it is asking the table name. So what is the table name? Sheet 2 is our table name. So I'm using sheet table name. Now here comes your analytical thinkings. So what you are doing is in this sheet 2 table, we have to give the expression in the sense we are giving this sales column into quantity column. That means 5 into 2. So that calculation we are giving here. So how sales into quantity, C2 quantity. So now here close the bracket, enter it. So total sales measure is created. Now if you go and check what is the total sales, it will come exactly the number that I have shown in this Excel, 616. So to know that number, I'm just going here in a report view and creating another card to check the number. I'm clicking over here and I'm getting 616 is the total sales, right? So what I did in Power BI, I did not calculate each and every row to know the total sales. I just used the total sales SumX functions, and I got that total sales the number. So that is the difference between sum and SumX. I hope you are very clear on this, and if you have any doubt, you can message me or you can comment me. I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.